Once a month now, we make a special appeal to our internet audience to participate with us in what it takes to keep our church alive. We started this church about 8 years ago with a small band of progressive people in one of the most unlikely communities in America. You don't get any more red than Southwest Missouri, where we are living and where we started this church. But there were a handful of people that were interested enough in starting our church that they sacrificed in a really big way, not only to give us a start, but to come up with a down payment for us to buy a small building. Our internet audience developed almost as a serendipitous accident. We had no idea how much hunger there was around the world for the kind of content that we're providing, and frankly, how rare it is. I've been shocked to get phone calls from New York City, from Tokyo, from South Africa, from people who live around millions of people who say they cannot find a progressive church, and they have come to identify with us. We have 50 or 60 people here on Sunday mornings, but we typically have as many as 8,000 who will download the content of our services throughout the English-speaking world in the course of a month. In the past 2 years, many of those wonderful, generous founding members have passed away, and our continued existence for the first time started to appear to be uncertain. It looked like, in fact, we might be closing our doors near the end of 2015. So 3 months ago, we turned to you, our viewers, to ask for your help. I believe that our presence on the web is important enough that I spend at least half of my office time in the course of a week answering emails and phone calls from our distant viewers. Without you, we won't survive. So we're asking you to join with those of us who are in the seated congregation to keep the church doors open and to keep our presence on the web on a weekly basis. Let me first say a sincere thank you to everyone who has decided to become supporters of our church. We've currently gone from almost nothing in internet contributions to about $1,500 a month. I believe when that gets up to the $2,000 a month level that we can be fairly confident that our survival has been assured. So let me ask those of you that are still waiting to go to our website, www.spfccc.org, and click on the donate button. And let me ask you not to make just one donation, but to mark that makes it a recurring monthly gift. Some of our donors are giving as little as $5 a month. Some are giving as much as $85 a week. And there's a lot of places in between those two. But what we're asking you to do is to come out of the silence of just being a viewer and to join with our community of faith and become a regular contributor. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to have a completely unbridled pulpit in which I can address progressive theology to the events that are going on in the world today. I am excited every time I get to hear from one of you and get to know about your living situation and where you are trying to represent this progressive mindset. So help us to keep this website, these YouTube and iTunes channels alive by becoming a regular contributor. Thank you in advance for your participation with us.